Hey, everybody, let's have a conversation. Listen, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, their reunion is coming up. And listen, social media is all in a uproar because two of the cast members will not be at the reunion. Now, when I saw this seating chart, I didn't really think about who's missing until I went to look down the list of the ladies. You guys, Brit is missing. Brit Eady is not going to be on the reunion for Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I was surprised because I was like, why? What is going on? Well, we're going to talk about it right here on the Juice Radio Network. Get ready. So, all people are wondering what happened. Why isn't Brit going to be on the reunion? I mean, she was very vocal when it came to her conversations regarding these housewives, even bringing up some old news to try, which a lot of people said she was trying to stay relevant. But the shocker is there's a lawsuit. Brit, this was her first season on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she is coming in swinging with a $20 million lawsuit against Bravo. Mama and my. All right, so let's do this first. Let's go over here and check out the ladies that are going to be on the seats over here. Even, friend of the show, Cynthia, the OG, she's even on the seating chart. So we got up here the two favorite seats, the ones on the left and the right of Andy, is going to be Portia and also Shamia. Now, I thought when I saw this, I was like, hold on. Are y'all going to try and pin friend against friend again? Because they're sitting across from each other. And we kind of know when Andy sits people across from each other, it's usually a sign that there may be some feuding going on. I'm really hoping that it's not, but if it is, we're going to check it out. Then we also have, of course, you got Angela is next to Shamia. Then we've got the beautiful Kelly. Can I tell y'all how much I really like Kelly? I really like Kelly. Kelly's got this energy that's bubbly, that's loving, that's kind, and I am so ready to get into seeing what else Kelly is bringing for us. Kelly bought it on this season. She really did. She stayed out of people's business, but she did try and help people to be loving with their arguments and disagreements. So I really like it. Then, of course, you got Portia, you got Phaedra next to Portia. And then you've got guest Cynthia. Yeah, I didn't stay long on Phaedra. I didn't stay long because she didn't need long introduction. Then we're going to come on down over here to this one right here, y'all. We coming on down here. Drew Sidora. Drew, I almost forgot to write your name on the paper. But here's Drew, y'all. And she is on the end seat, which is the right seat for her. So let's get into what is going on. Now, before the announcement was made regarding Brit Eady filing this lawsuit and not appearing on the reunion, Kenya Moore went on her social media and she let everyone know that she was invited to be on the reunion, but then she was disinvited. And she had a lot to say. All right, so shout out to the Shade Room. Now, the Shade Room got the tea on some of this information regarding Kenya Moore. As they put in their comment section, they said Kenya Moore expresses her disappointment about not being a part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion filming today. She says she takes responsibility for her actions this past season and apologized to those affected. As previously reported, Kenya shared she was invited and then uninvited to the reunion. Look at this. Listen to what.
In fact, I was invited and then disinvited a few months ago. The disrespect is insane. From me being someone who has always loved Real Housewives of Atlanta and always wanted to see them win, to being shut out, not given an opportunity to apologize the same way that they gave that grace to someone else on the show. I think it's really odd, right? To be erased from history of the show, to not be in the opening credits, to not have confessionals. When Kim Zolciak left the show, she got a whole new show. She was in the confessional. She was a peach holder. You got girls taking glasses and knocking each other upside the head with real glasses on Jersey. You've had people talking about porn on Jersey.
Will you attend the reunion?
Will I attend the reunion? I haven't been invited to the reunion. In fact, I was invited and then disinvited. You've had people exposing, a real life revenge porn case on Vanderpump Rules. They're working. They haven't been made to look like a scumbag or a villain. Really? That's how I'm treated? That's pretty bad, I would say. So I don't anticipate an invitation. Yeah, I don't see that. You've had people.
Ooh, my, and my. All right, Kenya girl, we hear you. And I did like the little ponytail that she had. That was real cute. But Kenya, I think what's happened with Bravo is, yes, they had all those things happen. Yes, those people did all those things that you said. But I think Bravo has had so many legal issues that maybe they're like, when something like this comes up again, we have to do something about it. So for Kenya to look back and say, hey, all these other people did this, did worse, and they got to keep their jobs. Why am I not getting to keep mine? Kenya, when management sees something wasn't working and it was broken and they need to fix it, then that means new things will come into place. And unfortunately, Kenya, you're on that train right now of maybe management saying they can't allow these things to happen anymore. They have to do more than just put the girls on timeout or pause. They may have to say, listen, for the brand and to protect the business, they have to make changes like that. But I wonder what Kenya is saying now as we see this lawsuit that Brit has, because y'all want to know the details of the lawsuit. Let's pull that up. All right, shout out to Bossip. Now, Bossip did this. They ran this article and they said this: Brit Eady files $20 million lawsuit against Bravo over photo scandal, accuses network of sexual harassment, intentional infliction of emotional distress. Like they were intentional in what they did. Well, let's read on. It says, in a shocking move, Brit Eady has filed a $20 million lawsuit against Bravo. Oh my. NBC, Universal, and production companies. She's not just going after one, she's going after all of y'all. True Original and Edelmo Shine North America, claiming she was defamed and emotionally harmed by a sexual explicit image Kenya Moore displayed at her salon opening. At first reported by The Independent, Eady, 37, filed the suit Thursday in New York State Supreme Court, alleging defamation, sexual harassment, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and the creation of a hostile work environment. The claim stemmed from the June 20th, 2024 taping of the series and its subsequent airing in April of 2025 during an episode titled About Last Night. According to the reality star, Bravo allowed viewers to infer that she was depicted in the sexual explicit photo. In court documents obtained by The Independent, Eady attorney wrote, Moore also displayed posters containing written false and defamatory statements regarding plaintiff and her occupation, as well as an explicit photo depicting a woman engaged in graphic sexual conduct. The cast member falsely claimed that the photograph depicted the plaintiff. What? Hold on, y'all. Then it says the lawsuit further alleges that Eady was never shown the photo before the episode's airing, despite asking repeatedly. On information and belief, defendants knew that the photograph did not depict plaintiff, or at the least were reckless or grossly negligent in failing to learn that the photograph did not depict plaintiff. Despite plaintiff's repeated requests that she be shown the photograph before the episode aired, defendants refused to do so, the filing states. It also says this story is still developing. Well, hold on, y'all. End quote. But let's go ahead and look at this. So what Brit is claiming is that she was not the person in the photo. Is that what she's saying? And that she wanted production to show her the photo? Ooh, all right. This story goes on to say, shortly after skipping the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, Brit Eady dropped a bombshell about the explicit photos Kenya Moore revealed during her salon launch, alleging that she was not the woman seen in them. Not only that, but a recent update to Edie's Instagram account is fueling rumors she's leaving the show. And the Real Housewives of Atlanta fans are in a frenzy. On Thursday, Edie explained that the events of the season devastated her, prompting her to bow out of the Andy Cohen hosted sit down. She also made a shocking claim that the explicit images shown on the show were not actually of her. What? As everyone is now aware, I am not attending the reunion. This was my decision, the 37-year-old celeb penned on Instagram. The events of this season have devastated me. And while I cannot say much right now, I do want to set the record straight about one thing. The graphic sexual photo surrounding the events in episode 5, that photo was not me. Edie claimed that she never saw the photos at the time, but was made aware of the sexual explicit images that Moore unveiled, which she claimed almost cost her insurance license. The shocking photo presentation allegedly showing Edie engaged in a sexual act shared by the Real Housewives of Atlanta veteran ultimately resulted in Moore's exit from the season 16. Based on what I was told, I assume that it was somehow a photo of me, which is why I reacted in the way that I did, she explained. I do not know who was in that photo, but upon seeing it for the first time recently, I now know it was not me. What? Ooh, my, and my. The story also goes on to say, before signing off, Edie says she was looking forward to seeking accountability and moving past the dark part of her life. It also says, following the socialite's explosive relationship, sharp-eyed fans quickly noticed that Edie had removed the Real Housewives of Atlanta from her Instagram bio, sparking speculation that she may not return for the next season. The rumors gained traction with a source close to Bravo series told People on Thursday that the reality TV newcomer chose to skip the reunion taping due to tensions with her castmates. My. Says, meanwhile, a second source claimed that Moore, who's 54, was not invited by Bravo to attend the reunion at all. On X, Moore appeared to confirm those claims, telling fans that she was disappointed she was not included. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the photo was not her. So that's even more of a reason for Brit to be upset with Kenya, because Kenya put out false documents about you. Oh my goodness, y'all. Kenya, that's even dirtier than you putting out the photos of her. To just make up some photos, oh, that's dirty. Woo, Kenya, I don't know if there's no coming back for you for this. Well, TMZ got a hold of the story as well. And they put on here, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Brit Eady, Kenya's posters did not have pics of me. Big reaction because she thought they did. Now, here's my question. If she thought the photos was of her, all the ladies were in that room when Kenya showed these photos. So is it that the ladies in there did not take a close look at these photos? Was it that the ladies were like, oh, I just am not going to really zoom in and see if this is my friend? Mm, mm, mm. Kenya, that's low down, dirty, dirty girl. Low down. Whose pictures did you have, Kenya? Whose pictures did you have? Ooh. TMZ also says Brit Eady has finally put into rest a year-old rumor that a whole room of people saw graphic photos of her performing OX, saying she does not know who was in the pitch, but she's probably sure it isn't her. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star took to Instagram Friday to confirm she's not appearing in the season's reunion taping, and it has been an emotional and dark year for her. However, she also addressed the graphic S photos that was brought up in the season's fifth episode, saying it's not a picture of her. Oh, my, and my. Well, there's an exclusive over here at People Magazine, y'all. People Magazine got the story, y'all. They got, well, I don't know if it is an exclusive, but here, they got the story. Here's People Magazine, and People Magazine is talking about the two ladies that are not going to be there at the filming. And this is just horrible, you guys. Why would ladies do this kind of stuff to each other? This is just, it makes you think, Kenya, you really were that desperate to pull up some lies about her and some false photos about her? That's dirty, 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 Kenya. I just cannot. Why would somebody go to that degrade somebody that low? I just, I just don't understand why somebody would be that low to do something that dirty. Well, we're going to have to see how this lawsuit goes. And as we watch this reunion, I probably bet the girls are going to be gagging to find out why these two are not there. They're probably going to have their suspicions about why these two are not there. And we all are. You know, these two should be there, maybe to just air out their differences, at least give them a chance to do that. But until we find out more, now I'm wondering, if Brit, has any real footing in this lawsuit. And there she's suing Bravo. Is she suing Bravo because of Kenya's behavior, because Kenya was the employee of Bravo? And also, did she name Kenya in the lawsuit? I saw the company's name, but girl, did you go after Kenya too? Because maybe her name should have been in there too. Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all think Kenya Moore should have been part of this also. Well, we do know we're going to see Portia on this reunion. We ready for you, Portia, girl. We ready to see you. And of course, the beautiful Shamia. I was really enjoying Shamia's part on this season. I like Shamia. I like that she let us into her home with her babies, her husband, and just into her life. And she has been working this thing. She has been doing interviews, going on radio shows, going on TV shows, doing interviews, promoting herself, her music. I'm so excited because I can sense that she does have a passion for this music. It's been a long time waiting, about 16 years or so. And as far as the show was, and I'm glad she is going to get her shine now. Sometimes it take a little while for a good diamond to shine. And I'm excited to see what Shamia has. Kelly, my girl, with her restaurant business. When I tell y'all, Kelly is my favorite for this show. She's my favorite. Kelly is real to me. I love her. She's so petite. She's so cute. She's such a friendly. She's a girl's girl. And I like her. I like that she let us into her home with her daughters and just her life. She showed us her real, talked about the divorce that she's going through. We saw her heart, you guys. And we still praying you through that whole thing, Kelly. I'm praying that the girls will be able to really get a chance to spend some time with their dad and that he will be receiving of that. Because every girl wants to spend time with their daddy. And so we pray that he gets the help that he needs so that he can help those girls with what they may have need of. And that's basically spending time with their dad because Kelly, you got all the rest of it. You are taking excellent care of those girls and doing a beautiful job. And a businesswoman, she's out there promoting herself, doing interviews and everything. Love it, girl. Keep up the great work. You are shining bright like a diamond. Kelly is out there promoting herself like she should, and she has this wonderful interview that she did. You guys listen to what Kelly had to say. This is again why I love her.
The 16th season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta is in full swing right now. The season premiere brought in a total 2.5 million viewers, making it the second most watched season premiere in the Real Housewives franchise history on Peacock. Our next guest is a huge piece of that success. She's opening up her entire life for your viewing pleasure, so I hope you all appreciate it. We want to welcome back Kelly Farrell. Nice to see you.
Good
Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
You know, whenever I talk to my friends in other parts of the country, like, do you ever run into the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Now I can say that I have.
Absolutely. They come on my sofa all the time.
Now, we said this is the 16th season. This is your first season.
Yes,
though.
it is.
How was the experience?
It was amazing. You know, I had a great time. Of course, just like any other reality TV show, right? I'm so used to doing normal TV in regards to cooking and showing my life and my restaurant and my products. But having the world kind of come in and see your life is definitely quite interesting.
What was that like?
Well, I mean, you know, I got to film with my girls. I got to share my story, share some of my life experiences, and hopefully, you know, be an inspiration and motivation to others. So that was the ultimate goal.
Now you have 4 girls.
Yes.
And tell me, what was it like when you sat down with them and you said, well, we have this opportunity and I'm going to need you guys to be on board. Were they immediately okay with it? What was that like?
They were excited. So the girls were really excited. Of course, they were like a little nervous. They're like, Mama, they're going to like film us, like, you know, like doing like personal things. And I'm like, sometimes, you know, the cameras are there, but we had a great time. I mean, we got to film, you know, my oldest daughter, Chloe, you know, me teaching her how to drive and, you know, having cookie moments with my girls. Doing yoga and really, you know, just having that mommy and me time that I don't typically share, you know, on my social media and things like that. So it was really fun. I mean, I was able to, you know, connect with them and they had a really great time.
When the cameras are like right there, and it's not just a camera.
It's
several cameras and a lot of people on the production team.
Yes.
How much of the interactions are real and how much of them are maybe a little bit manufactured just because you know that this is all about the drama, right?
All of it's real. Let's
well,
be very
Real
clear.
Housewives.
It is the Real Housewives for a reason. I mean, of course, you have the cameras there, but you are still going through life moments. You know, you're still going through real life moments, and sometimes you forget you have that microphone on. You forget you have that battery pack, and you say some things that maybe you shouldn't have said.
Have you ever said anything and then said to the producers afterwards, I don't want you to use that?
You know, maybe some moments with my daughter, but you don't get to pick and choose what they decide. So you just kind of, you know, you deal with it, and it is what it is. It's your life. That's what you signed up for.
Now, you're a mom. You also, you mentioned some of your other business ventures. You own Nana's Chicken and Waffles.
Yes.
You have written cookbooks.
Yes.
And you are a culinary partner for Meals on Wheels Atlanta. So you're very involved here in Atlanta. Why did you want to be a part of this franchise, which of course has so many fans all over the world?
You know, I thought it was very important for me. Again, I've been able to share my experience with cooking, but I haven't been able to share my true story with my life. And I thought that if it wasn't any perfect time than this was probably the best time, you know, to really show what my reality looks like. And, you know, going through a very nasty divorce and, you know, going through some tough, challenging moments, I thought, you know, why not use this platform not only, you know, to build this sisterhood with others, but to connect and inspire and motivate others as well. You know, there is life after that journey, and the good, the bad, and the ugly. I feel like so many people get to see the good. And not to say that I want to show the bad, but, you know, I want to show my truth and speak in my truth and hopefully, you know, show what that next story looks like for me.
What is the difference between sort of living it and then watching it afterwards when the shows are put together?
So just think about filming a show. We filmed like a year ago, right? So imagine filming a show a year ago, watching it now, and you're like, oh God, I thought I was over that moment, and clearly I'm not, right? But it's interesting. It's fun. It's amazing. I'm watching the show just like the other, just like the fans, because I didn't get to see what all the other ladies filmed. So it's really fun to see their stories as well,
Well, this is a franchise, of course, that is
Yes.
so hugely popular. And we're so glad that you came here to talk about season 16.
Thank you.
Everybody's going to check it out. You can watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta Sundays at 8 p.m. on Bravo.
Okay, you guys, I see. Don't y'all just love her? I love her. So congratulations to Brit. I mean, Brit. No, congratulations, Kelly. Brit girl. Congratulations to Kelly. Let's put her beautiful picture back up. Congratulations, Kelly girl. You doing it. You doing it. But you need to be really side-eyeing your friend. This is the look you need to be giving your friend Brit. Because Brit, no bueno. We also are going to get to see this beautiful face, Angela. Now, I like Angela and Charles. I like them. I like this couple as well. I hope Angela comes back for another season. I really enjoyed her. I enjoyed her life. I know a lot of people had a lot to say about her marriage, and her husband doesn't treat her like most husbands treat their wives, but that's their relationship, and every relationship don't look the same. They don't always mirror each other. But this couple right here, I really do like Angela. I really do. I think she's cool people. She's got a gorgeous body. I didn't know she was as young as she is. No shade, no tea. I'm just saying she carries herself so mature. So I really thought that she was a lot older, only in the sense of her maturity. But I like her. I really like her, and I like her husband, Charles. And I still want some of that fried chicken that Charles was cooking, because that chicken looks so delicious, girl. Call me, Angela. Call me, girl. I'm right here in Atlanta. Call me so I can interview you and your husband, Charles. And please tell Charles to have that fried chicken for me. All right. Then we got the beautiful Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia, I love Cynthia. I'm so glad that Cynthia worked this thing right. Now, Cynthia, out of the OGs, she was the smartest, because Cynthia was like, listen, okay, I get it. If y'all don't want me back as a peach holder, then I will come over here and I will sit at the table with the peach holders. But long as I'm on that screen, I'm okay, because Cynthia knows the game. She knows how this works. You need to get your face out there, because that helps people to connect to you. You don't have to be holding a peach as long as you get your face out there. And she did that. And she's got a lot going on in her life that's positive vibes, positive love, all that kind of stuff. And we are loving it. And you guys, she's sharing the love, because she shared with us her new boo. Oh, Cynthia, this your new man. This him. Oh my goodness, girl. Yes. Now, Cynthia mentioned her new boo on one of the episodes of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. She calls him Amsterdam because she says they met in Amsterdam. However, we have found that his name is not Amsterdam, y'all, honey. His name is Le Prince. Le Prince. And he is fantastic for her. Listen, anytime a man can bring a smile like that on your face, we love it. All right, so I did pull up an article here that tells us a little bit about Cynthia, and it says that she opened up about her new relationship. It says Cynthia Bailey opens up like never before about her very shy boyfriend, Le Prince. She said the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast, the article says, the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast may have just landed in Grenada, known as the Island of Spice, during season 16, episode 13, but the Caribbean's not the only thing heating up. While settling in their ocean view, Cynthia Bailey opened up the juice door about her mystery man, whom she calls Amsterdam, on the show. The article also goes on to say that although Cynthia has kept her relationship with Le Prince relatively private since they began dating in 2024, she could not help but gush about him in her conversation with Drew. Cynthia asked Drew for her astrology sign, and when it turned out that she shared a sun sign Taurus with Cynthia's boyfriend, the reveals flowed from there. It says, we're very loyal, Drew described, and Cynthia echoed, he's so loyal, very passionate, like he's very affectionate, loves holding my hand, It's fun. She also said Amsterdam is nothing like you would ever expect me to be with, she said. He is very tall. He has long dreads. He's a great kisser. He's a wonderful lover. You know, he's younger than me, so he's always ready. Get it in all the time. Oh, girl. Well, Cynthia, all that information you gave us about Amsterdam, also known as Le Prince, all that description sounds like this guy. Oh, y'all, I am still in love with Mr. Leon. Mr. Leon. Listen, you know you got to be fine when you just got one name and it suffices. It's good. Leon. All that she was just explaining and defining was like, okay, you defined Leon. I thought she had got back with Leon for a second, but he doesn't have the dreads. But he don't need the dreads, y'all. He don't need the dreads. This is one fine man right here. I'm glad that Cynthia and Leon still have a friendship for their beautiful daughter and for themselves as well. But we happy that she with Amsterdam. We happy. But this one right here, ooh, I'm gonna have to just go to his page over here. Let's just go and check out what Mr. Leon doing since we on the subject of Leon, because y'all can see I'm following him and have been following. And no tea, no shade. I don't mind following. Hey, Leon. I am a man. A man I am. Yes, Leon. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Cynthia, what happened with this right here? I don't want to guess because I don't want to think bad about my man Leon. But child. Oh my goodness. Yes. Come on, Mr. Leon. Yes, Mr. Leon. I think it wise to take a photo of yourself in real time to reflect on our forever changing looks, face, hair, etc. As an actor, I need to know what others are seeing because I don't act for myself. I act for you and feel blessed for the privilege. Thank you. Thank you, because I'm loving it. I love it. Listen, I'm grateful. Grateful their skin is flowing. The hair is nice. Old age is doing you well. Well, he not old. He is not old. He not. He's sexy. I don't care. I think Leon's still going to be cute even when he in his 90s and 100s. He's still going to be cute. Cute. Thank you, Leon, for the photo, though. You absolutely right. We needed this. I love it. All right, y'all. Let's get on back over here to the ladies because Miss Phaedra is also going to be at this reunion. Phaedra. That's enough of her. Okay. Now we over here at Miss Drew Sidora, who I almost forgot to put on the paper because Anyway, Drew's going to be at the reunion too. Drew is still finding a way to secure her peach. I don't know if Drew's going to be able to hold it out for another season, though. I think we're about done with Drew. I think Drew's peach has dried up. And unfortunately, I think I'm done with Drew. I'm done with Drew too. Drew, to me, does not echo enough of her own life when she's on this show. And this is why I have a little issue. I don't think she's a bad person. Don't get me wrong. I just don't think she's relevant for the show anymore. I think Drew, if she understands that we want to know really more about her and her life than about other people's lives, then she could be more relatable for all of us. But Drew has a way of not really sharing. And this is just my thought, my opinion may not be accurate, but I don't think she has enough about sharing about her. Even though she may say she shares a lot, she's so far, but it's as though you dragging other people in. We want to see you. We don't want to see everybody else that comes with it. We don't want to see you with Dennis. We don't want to see you with somebody else. Drew, you are enough to shine on your own. And I think people need to start telling Drew that more often. You can stand alone, Drew, and we will still pay attention to you. But when you try to have too many others around, it clouds out who you are. I want to know you, Drew. I really do. And I don't know if y'all understand where I'm coming from or feel my vibe. I'm not attacking Drew. I'm not saying anything mean about Drew. I just feel as though Drew gives me the feeling of not really so 100% sure that she can land on her own feet and be good. And I think she needs to be told that she has the strength to do that, and she can. And even if she trips along the way, she's got to know she's got enough in her that she can get back up, dust herself off, and not be ashamed of any stumbles that come her way, but use those stumbles as strength to get her onto whatever else she's going to do. You can be alone and stand on your own, Drew. You don't need anybody else. You can do it. All right, Drew. Thank y'all so very much. All right, thank y'all so very much for being here over here, the Juice Radio Network. I appreciate y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all for watching the channel. If you've liked this video, please give me a thumbs up over here on our YouTube channel. And you guys, drop a comment. Tell me what your thoughts are on this. I always look forward to hearing what you guys have to say. I can't wait until we do another one. You guys check out my other videos also, okay? I'll see y'all on the next one. I can't wait to see this reunion. Bye, y'all.